In today's session, we'll continue with ideal flow and real flow. So, in the previous session, we have discussed about the types of fluid flows. So, in today's session, we'll continue our topic with ideal fluid flow and real fluid flow. So, what is an ideal fluid flow? So before discussing about this, first let me tell you about what is an ideal fluid. So in the properties of fluids, we have discussed about ideal fluids. So ideal fluid is a fluid which is having no viscosity. So basically ideal fluids are imaginary because almost all the fluids must have at least some viscosity in their nature. So there is no fluid exist without viscosity. A flow is said to be an ideal fluid flow when it is having zero viscosity and it must be frictionless. That type of flow is called as ideal fluid flow. But basically ideal fluid flows are imaginary. Those are actually not possible in case of our fluid mechanics because there is no fluid available without viscosity and without friction. Right? So that is, you see here, you can see the diagram over there. In the first, you can see here the velocity distribution is uniform throughout the pipe section because there is no viscosity and there is no friction, right? Right, it is straight line. So you can see the another diagram is there. So which indicates the velocity distribution is in the parabolic path. It is non-uniform. So that means it must have some friction and it must have some viscosity. So it must be a real fluid, right? So what about the real fluid flow? Second one. So what is the real fluid first? So the real fluid is the one in which the fluid is having at least some viscosity. The real fluid is the fluid in which it is having at least some viscosity in its nature, right? So what about the real fluid flow? So the real fluid flow is the one in which the fluid flow with some viscosity and friction effect. So the real fluid flow is defined as the flow with viscosity and friction effect. That type of fluid flow is called as real fluid flow, right? So you can see the diagram over here in the first diagram. Because the fluid is having viscosity and friction is there between the wall of the tube and fluid, so you can see some friction, so that the velocity distribution is not uniform here. At the boundary layers you can see there's some less velocity distribution. Basically it indicates with a parabolic path. You can see the diagram over here in the next diagram. So the velocity distribution profile between ideal fluid and real fluid. So what about the next one? So what is a streamline? Now we will discuss about streamline, streak line and path line. So basically in fluid flows, in a flow of fluid, you can see fluid is a combination of particles. That means you can see there are a lot of fluid particles available in a fluid system. So each and every particle will follow its own path. So we have some basic definitions about these basic paths that the fluid particles are following, right? So the first one is streamline and the second one is streak line and the third one is path line. So let me tell you about streamline first. So see the diagram over here. Streamline is nothing but a path traced out by a particle moving in a fluid system, moving in a fluid flow. So the path traced by fluid particle, that path is called as streamline. You can see a bunch of streamlines in the first diagram. So that much of all the particles are moving in their own paths. That if you trace the lines over there, the amount of stream, the number of streamlines you can see like this, right. So if you draw a tangent to this streamline at any position, if you draw a tangent to these streamlines at different positions, at any position, that tangent will gives you the velocity at that particular point. So streamline is a path traced by the fluid particle such that the tangent at any point to its will gives you the velocity component at that point. You can see the velocity, you can see the tangents in the second diagram, and you can see there the indication with the velocity components over there. So next one, what is a path line? Just now we have discussed about a streamline. It is a trace of a path travelled by a fluid particle. If you have a specific time, that means 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if you want to find out the path for this particular time period, this particular time interval only, you need the path of a fluid particle. So if you find out, or if you trace a path of a fluid particle by a line for a period of time, for a specific duration, that particular line is called as path line. So the path line is nothing but this is a line traced by a fluid particle in a period of time. So it is also defined as the actual path travelled by an individual particle over a specific time period. Right? You can see in the first diagram itself, you can see that the number of positions we have identified. So there are 4 number of positions are identified in a so the specific time interval you can see there. So we have connected all the points, and the line you can see over there, that particular line is called as path line. Also the path line indicates the direction of velocity at successive intervals. You have identified some different points at different time intervals, right? So if you draw a tangent to that particular line, you will get the velocity components. So it indicates the direction of velocity at different points of different time intervals. So what about the streak line? So you can see the diagram over here. So from a point, 4 fluid particles have evolved. These 4 fluid particles travelled in different paths as shown in the different colors. So if you draw a locus point for all these points, a locus line for all these points, that line, the locus line of set of points will merge at a single point. That locus line, by combining all the fluid particles, is basically called as the streak line. So that line is called as streak line. The streak line indicates the locus of all the points which are started from a single source. So the line here you can see the line which is drawn by combining all the lines at the middle. That line is called as streak line. Right. What about stream tube? So stream tube is a combination of streamlines. It is nothing but a bunch of streamlines. So what about the stream tube? You can see the stream tube diagram over here in this diagram. It is a stream tube. So it is a representation of bunch of streamlines. So it is a region of a fluid system. It is a region of a moving fluid bounded or surrounded by the streamlines. Right? So stream tube is nothing but a region available with surrounded by all the streamlines. That surrounded region is called as stream tube. So there are n number of stream tubes available in a fluid system.